Hey guys, Station X here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Deluxe Edition. This is the second part of Final Fantasy VII Remake series, I guess. You know, it's just funny because the Final Fantasy VII, like the remake, has become such a big thing that it has like three parts. It's going to be like a three-part thing. You know, this being the second one, and it's all for a really successful PS1 game back in the day, like a 3-disc PS1 game. Now is gonna have basically a trilogy just for remaking it, and I guess you could say technically a part 4 if you want to count the Crisis Core thing. You want to just throw that in there, but you know, I bought the first part all the way back in 2020 during that really crazy time when everything was just kind of shut down, right? And I got the deluxe edition. I played that, actually, the demo early on when they first allowed it. Got the deluxe edition through Best Buy, as they were the only ones who were like had it in stock and was able to ship it to me. And you know, was very excited about that. That was even before I started doing videos on YouTube, so that was kind of a time. But I really enjoyed that collector's edition, and we have this one here, which of course looks very pretty and very reflective. You know, so you can see me right there. And yeah, we're just gonna be kind of opening this up today and see what's inside. Taking the plastic wrap off, here we have the deluxe edition box here, with it being a very classy looking box. You know, we have the Final Fantasy logo raised, and it has this like rainbow shimmer texture kind of going on here, and you have that on the front, the top, the sides here, and of course when we flip it around, we have like the description: defy destiny together. Cloud and his comrades escape the city of Midgar in pursuit of the fallen hero Sephiroth. As they travel across the world, they find themselves on a journey that will decide the fate of the planet. Cannot read today, it's crazy. But of course this includes a really nice steelbook, a reversible cover for the regular case, which I just love. I gotta just get this out of the way. So I love that Square Enix, for most of their deluxe editions, will include a steelbook and a regular case. You don't know how much that makes me happy. Not only just the fact that I love steelbooks, but it'll look nice on my shelf when I have like the regular case. Just love that. An actual mini soundtrack CD and a hardcover art book, which of course, if you guys have seen my collector's edition videos before, you guys know I love my art books. So now opening this up here. Let's just kind of go through one item at a time. So here we have the steelbook, and might I say, it is a very, very pretty steelbook. So here's the front here, what you have Cloud and Zack. Here is the spine of it, and here's the back. Of course, the classic Cloud sword over here. And the inside, which has the 2-disc set right there. But this is a fantastic steelbook. I actually, you know, I have the deluxe edition for the part 1 somewhere in this room, but the steelbook for that one, I actually, you know, I thought it was cool. You know, it has Sephiroth on the front. There's like a picture here I'll put up here because I wasn't able to find it in time to record this video, but I thought it was okay. Of course, this one's a lot better in my opinion, but of course they're both just beautiful steelbooks. I mean, Final Fantasy almost never disappoints with that. Next up, we have the actual game itself with the actual case and everything. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and of course the back here. Now I actually have the original part 1 here, and something that I always like is they include a reversible cover here, which we'll take a look at in a second for part 2. And I also have the PS5 version integrated. But what I love about this one is that they have like the default kind of Final Fantasy VII cover, which is reminiscent of the PS1 version, which we're just busting out all the Final Fantasies today. And it has like the classic kind of black background, just the logo itself, no other characters or anything on here. This one, I do like the fact that they have this really pretty artwork with, of course, Cloud, Sephiroth, and Zack here. Really nice. Opening this up here, of course, just want to like kind of reverse the cover and it's basically the same as the, part 1 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, so it's nothing too original, I guess, but still, if you wanted to have it matching with the rest, if you have the cover reverse for the first one, then you have that option here. But preferably, I'm probably going to just stick with the default here. I just really like the way this looks. It's very colorful, pretty, and I love it. Next up, we have the mini soundtrack CD. Now, of course, I really appreciate the fact that they did a, physical CD soundtrack with this, because typically you would get like a code or something like that for most of these games, and I mean, that's usually not a big deal. Most people don't care to have the physical CD, and you could probably just look it up on YouTube and Spotify, the whole soundtrack for it. But personally, if I'm buying a deluxe edition or collector's editions of stuff and it includes a soundtrack, if I had to choose between one or the other, I prefer to have a physical one. It's something charming about it that, just having the physical CD there is just really nice to me. I appreciate the extra effort there. And last but certainly not least, we have the Art of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the art book basically. And as always, I'll just kind of go through some of the pictures here. Here we got Aerith. We got Zack. We got these guys, which I know they're just like kind of the summons and stuff, but here's some of the other characters here. But yeah, I really do appreciate these. It kind of gives you really nice art renders of these in a nice book, which sometimes I do like to try to draw them myself, and it kind of gives me a reference here. But this is a fantastic art book and will kind of go in my art book collection. And that is pretty much it for the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth unboxing, deluxe edition, whatever you want to call it. And I gotta say, this is one of the better ones in my opinion. I really do love the Final Fantasy VII Remake so far, and while I never played the original, at least back in its heyday, I played it much later on when I was able to play it on PS1 and stuff, or I guess you could say I played it on the PS3's backwards compatibility on the original model. I never really liked turn-based RPGs, at least back when I was a kid. I've been kind of softening up on them now, especially since, Persona kind of opened that door for me. But, I was going back and enjoying this, but the remake was what kind of got me into trying Final Fantasy VII, the original, in the first place. And Final Fantasy 15 was the one that just got me into the series altogether. And ever since then, I've just been kind of head diving into all the different games. And it's just been kind of a blast for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you going to be getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Are you going to try that out? Are you going to try to get the deluxe edition? Or is it worth it for you to just stick with the standard versus deluxe? Let me know what you guys are going to do in the comments below as far as buying Final Fantasy VII, I guess. Or let me know if you're not interested in it at all. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to support my channel even more, a like and subscribe always helps out. I've been Station X, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.